just chill. How many of you guys have heard of this kind of words? Just chill. क्या ही और होगा? देख लेंगे. Let that come to me. चलो आने दो. Let it come. Okay. Tension मत लेना. Things will fall in its place. कोई नहीं, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Just be calm. है तो है, और क्या ही कर सकते हैं. How many have gone through such kind of words in your life? All of us? Fantastic. Nice. Do you really understand this meaning of this part? Tell me one thing. I'm sure all of us have missed somebody in our life who are no longer in this world. Yes or no? And when someone comes and says, "Kya hi kar sakte hain?" Do you really feel really calm on that? Okay, when someone comes and says, "Okay, what can be done? That was all God's wish." And he's trying to solicit what? He's trying to give you empathy, or he's trying to give you what? I don't know. But many times we come across this and we knowingly, unknowingly, we utter out all these words. Yes or no? Yeah. So what is your intention to use these words? Is it empathy? Is it sympathy? It is what? So today we are going to dive down deeper into an absolutely different kind of a concept today. And this is something where I need your help. The topic today is called as the missing happiness. Okay, the missing piece of happiness. That's the topic. I'm going to give it to you. And let me just share it with the chat. The people who are watching this video, there is an entire description already pre-written right now as you're watching me live. Okay, so don't wait. Just chill. It's there. Did you get my point, sir? Okay, I did it right now with you. Okay, just chill. No tension. It's there. All right. So there are sometimes we use many such kind of things. Today's topic is called as the missing piece of happiness. Just to give you a kind of a little bit of reflection, every day when you come here in Dhammastery, I give you a kind of a task that will typically take a lot of rewiring in your brain, which probably you might not know at one time, but slowly and slowly you will understand that this gives a lot of boosters. And so why we do that? Because this is a kind of a gym where you are trained to face the reality. Unfortunately, very few places are there where you can learn reality. And it is not in your stock trading, and it is not in your AI checkup or reality checkup. It is not about in any kind of other diagnostics, but this is where you are doing not only diagnostics and treatment and repair, but you are also doing something which is enhancing your performance. How? Look, at any given point of time when there is a lot of stress and you are stuck, that is an area I typically feel is an area where you jump out or probably have a chance to become much more bigger, better, stronger, and powerful. Yes or no? Anytime, whenever you are stuck into some kind of things. So very few people can actually get into that kind of a mode of working where they said it's called as H2H. How many of you know H2H? Hai to hai. We'll face it. Okay. So one guy goes with the full determination of H2H. Hai to hai. Another guy, hey Bhagwan, ye mere saath kyun ho raha hai? Why it is happening to me? And the fun part is, when it is sad, you blame everyone. But when it is good, why don't you blame yourself? Why it is only you? Isn't it? When you are good, we are happy. Why don't you blame everyone? Why God? Why only me with the Mercedes-Benz car? Why not other people? Why don't you say like that? It is very, very harsh. Okay, we don't do that. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delve deeper into this part. See, in our life, there are many areas where even if we reach to the peak of success, okay, our achievement, we still feel that vacant. How many of you can feel that? Even if you have reached to the topmost part of your success, of your achievement, the whole life you have been like struggling for and you got all these things. So let me also give you my reflections in the chat. Other people who already have it in the YouTube in the descriptions. Okay, so I'm going to give you this part. Okay, where you can read out as I'm talking to you. I know this because I have faced myself, and it's an example. Degree to hai, bolne ke liye izzat bhi hai. I have a degree, I have a respect and all these things, but deep inside you know these are all goddamn fake. Yes or no? That particular day when I gave examination, when I got this degree, might be I was like supercharged. Might be I was not happy. So some people who fail, I know they are very good students. It is not that particular day something might have happened. Yes or no? Hello, how much of you agree to this? He is a good student, but at the time of examination, something might have happened. For example, when I was in my matriculation examinations, my grandmother expired, and definitely only for that particular subject I got lesser marks because I loved her so much, and she was not there in my life, so I could not take that. That was the first sad thing that happened probably in my life. I was missing somebody so greatly in my examination hall also. How many of you guys are understanding this? It happens, right? So even if, so that's what I feel like, it is. So every time when I see the marks card, that particular number, it haunts me. I might have got some good numbers, but there is something missing out there. So that is one example I'm giving you. So there is a person, who talks in a different language. He says money can buy almost anything, but according to me, I think the actual happiness is only when you earn that. And actual happiness is always about spending time, spending effort, spending your empathy, sacrifice. Just check it out. Check it out. Any happiness that we have got, iske pehle kahin na kahin pe there has to be a very, it's always a kind of a graph like this. You cannot have consistent happiness. Yes or no? Okay. Might be the consistency is less, might be it is more, but there is always an up and down. And it is always about return of something. You have to do something, then you get something in return, and which gives you a little bit of happiness. So I was like doing a little bit of a research, and I understood that happiness is when you learn to see happiness in every part of your life. It's like a determination. As someone is pushing you down in the ditches, and you said, "Oh, great, no problem, I'll come it out." It's a state of mind. Do you agree? Do you agree? कुछ लोग हैं, I have been like looking into some of the deepest, Navy SEALs training. Some influencers are there who have done marathon races, and they call triathlon and all these things. They love to get into such kind of a problem. Hello, they love to. They get trained in those kind of areas where they find happiness in the deepest jungles, probably in the deepest places where there is no amenities. They find the happiness there. Yes or no? Yeah. Kabhi jo hai na, you trek on top of a mountain and you will feel happy about that half-a-liter bottle का पानी जो बचा के रखा है ना आप, जिसको आप ढोके लाए हो नीचे से, you will feel good about it. You will feel thankful about it. Yes or no? कभी ट्रिक करके देख लेना. Yes. And you will find छोटा सा bread का टुकड़ा भी है ना, when you are in a place, वो जो जब divide करके हम लोग सब खाते हैं ना. How many of you guys have had noodles in some mountains? Normal noodles, Maggi. Simple, 2 minute wala, bachpan se chal raha hai. But that taste is different at that place. Yes or no? I'm sharing you some my points. Might be that is different. You might be thinking, kya baat hi kar rahe hain? I'm giving you more of my life experience. I'm connecting with you guys. So for me, I mean, I find, it's like when I'm around my family, like this kind of family, which I've created myself, and my original family also, both are there. I love to share my best. I look for situation to be beside my family whenever they are sad, whenever they are crying, and I listen to them. Somewhere I feel that I am privileged that I am here. It is not about happy, huh? It's a privilege. There is a little difference between that. But when they come out, when they become successful, many times they don't tell me also that I am happy, but I can see them at a distance. That makes me very much happy. It is like that small guy who has learned how to cycle, पूरा जीप निकाल के ऐसे चला रहा है, and that father lets his hands from the thing. There's a different kind of a tension and happiness in the father. Yes or no? The moment that guy learns to cycle, the first 10 feet, just 10 feet, he is concentrating on what he is driving. But the father is also scared if he falls. But still, that first 10 steps when he walks, there is a happiness. That happiness, I don't think so it is possible unless and until you experience that. How many of you guys have experienced this kind of happiness? It's a feeling. So there are certain things, probably, it's all fake, you can say. There are status management, show off. How many of you know this word? status, show off, pride, certificate, yeah, medal, all these things. Okay, so for me, I am more happy when I drive. It's like a meditation to me. Okay, anyone like me, when you drive, it's like a meditation. Why? दोनों हाथ engage, दोनों आंखें engage, पैर engage, सब कुछ engage है. गाना चल रहा है, and you are going at a speed of like 70, 80, 90 kilometers, and हवा चल रही है. Full concentration on the road. There is no other headache, right? For me, it's a meditation. I love that. Okay, I love to eat outside on roadside dhaba. मुझे अच्छा लगता है. वो 5-star का खाना मुझे नहीं अच्छा लगता. Anyways, मैं try करता हूँ. Are you guys getting this? I'm sharing you pieces of happiness that attracts me. Also, one more thing, just to tell you, it took almost like 8 to 9 years for me to come out of that ego so that I can actually talk to you guys like this. Otherwise, वो घमंड में चला जाता था, आकड़ के आकड़ू. Yeah, how many of you know this आकड़ू? So, what if whatever I have learned in 9 years or 8 years, what if I can help you to do it in few seconds today? How many of you guys are okay with that? What if you can learn all these things in few seconds? Seconds or might be minutes, not been hours. मैं 9 years को 9 minutes में करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. Are you okay with this? I will try. This is a social experiment that I'm doing. I'm doing with you guys also in YouTube. But don't cheat yourself. Is it okay? Can you do a promise? Don't cheat it. I'm going to do something. It is an implementation structures. There are a lot of people who take a lot of money just to help you doing this, and they will teach you about चलो तुम्हारा past correction करेंगे, present correction करेंगे. मैं नहीं करूँगा. There is no one can correct you other than you. Hello. ये जो आपके अंदर गुरु बैठा हुआ है ना, the guy who was born 9 months before you are born and is going to die after 9 months that you die. You need to correct only yourself, not that guy. That guy is just taking all the information, whatever you are giving it to him. Yes or no? It's the betal inside you. आपको विक्रम बनना है. आपको विक्रम बनना है, बेताल बनना है. Choice is yours. Right? So I'm going to give you a very, very simple task. बहुत ही छोटा सा task है. And I want you to do it by heart. Okay? Not by head. Hello? Do it by heart, not by head. Head के पास हमेशा logic होगा, algorithm होगा. दिल के पास हमेशा gut feeling, दिल and gut are together. Head थोड़ा अलग है. Yes or no? I want to do that with that. So the task that I'm going to give it to you, it's on your screen right now, and I'll just give it to you. Find the false happiness that you have with you currently, okay? And list down 5 stuffs that you feel happy about. Pride. Everything that you have right now for which you feel pride about, but technically this is a false pride. Yeah. For example, I know that this is a false pride behind me. That's a false pride. Yeah. So find out that. We'll go one by one. Okay. People in YouTube, please take some time. Okay. What you need to do is write in the comments, and people who are on the Zoom, I want you to type it right now. 1, 2, 3, jitna bhi aa sakta hai, maximum 5. 5 things which you feel these are false happiness. And if you want to personally write to me also, you are free to do it. Okay. Whatever you are feeling that these are pride for me. Just to give an example, okay, it might be coinciding with you. There is a person who got married, and because of the marriage, he got a lot of land, okay, as a gift. Today, nowadays, they don't call it as Dahej and Dowdy. So he got a lot of land. So is he an actual owner of that? No, right? So it belongs to somebody else, but he feels pride about that. Oh, mere 5 kille hain. How many of you guys understand this? This is a pride position. It is not a pride happiness. So find out what are those things that is giving you a false sense of achievement, a false sense of pride. Just write down 1 or 2 words. That's fine. Okay. Just type in quick. Okay. Don't write it in a pen and paper. If you want to write to me personally, you can write to me personally also. Absolutely. Okay. Good. Okay. You can type in. Just type in. I'm going to give you some time. This exercise, if you are able to do that, probably you will save 8 to 9 years in the next 5-6 minutes. Yeah. That much time we can cover. But still, you need to do it one more time, two more time, or three more times, so that all this things comes out. You need to write, because when you write, it's the actual interpretation of what you are thinking, and will come back. So when you write, you will have a lot of this kind of points. हाँ ये तो है, ये सच है. This is all happening with me. There'll be a lot of realizations. How many of you guys are already finding the realization? This is actually happening with me. It's a little bit offbeat. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, now false praise from juniors is also something which is connected. Did you get my point? There are some juniors, might be some staff who are juniors to you. They keep on buttering you, sir. You are great. You know how much you are doing. Yeah. So anything that can give you degree, flashy cars, yeah, staying in 5-star hotels, absolutely. Yeah, घर में खाना नहीं खाता, इधर 5-star में office के पैसे में घूम रहा है. How many of you know this? You know, how many of you know this? There are a lot of friends of mine who feel proud, show photos. मैं कैमरून गया, यहाँ गया, वहाँ गया, you know, Indonesia, Thailand, and all these things. Photo डाल रहा है उधर. अच्छा, office के पैसे में घूम रहा है. 95% of most of the tours and travels that happens because of the office money. Yes or no? Right? And they feel good about it. People flaunt laptops and gadiya and all those things. These are mostly given by either their parents. Yes or no? Either their parents, or probably it has been taken on loan. Credit card chal raha hoga. I've seen a lot of people buying iPhone 13, 14 and all those things. iPhone 14 and 15 chal raha hai abhi to. They have bought all these things and uski औकात nahi hai, mujhe मालूम है. But why they buy it is because of false sense of pride. Yes or no? है ना? बच्चे हैं आजकल, बच्चे, teenagers, they try to flaunt out. You tell me what is his source of income, having a 2 lakh rupees phone with you. Did you get my point, sir? What is your source of income? So these are certain things which is right now happening in this country. Happening, chal raha hai. Yeah. So hai to hai, kya kar sakte hain? So did you get my point? I want you guys to write down your false achievements, positions that is giving you this false sensation of happiness or pride or whatever it is. Write down at least 5 points. Done? How many of you could do at least like more than 3? Just raise your hand. More than 3. 3 and more than 3. It is tough. You don't want to declare, because now you know what you are feeling proud of is actually an embarrassment. Yes or no? How many of you guys are getting this? What you are feeling 5 minutes back, proud of, you know what? Armani, kahan se leke aaya? No, gifted. Did you get my point, sir? Okay. Now we feel embarrassed about it. There's a difference out there. So today's task is to make you realize which is your earned whatever. If you have earned 1 rupee also, you will be proud about that. Yes or no? Yeah. Earned is an actual happiness. Gifted, someone given you something free, appraisal, incentive, mil gaya. If you have not earned it, you will never be connected to that happiness. Check it out. Thoda sa deep hai. This subject is a little deeper. So I want you to take some time. I'm going slow. Okay. And then, so now you have identified these 5 things which is making you false proud. The next thing that you need to do is list down 5 stuffs now that you're proud about. And now actual 5 stuffs that will make you happy. I told you about my noodles inside the jungle. That makes me happy. Yeah. Find out the 5 things that actually make you happy. That can be a human being, a relationship, any kind of living animals. It can be a place or a geography. It can be a work or anything that is something that you love to do. Yeah. For example, for me, it's driving. I love to drive. Not driving inside the city. I want to drive outside the city. It drives me crazy. Right? So find out those things which actually gives you happiness. Yeah, someone might say, Dada, I love sleeping. No, legally, it's okay. You love sleeping, it's fine. You're tired, exhausted. That's why you love sleeping. That is the truth. So it is a false sense of happiness. Dada, I love sleeping. No. You're tired, buddy. You are not willing to take some extra challenge. Yeah. When you love somebody, aapka neend ud jayegi. Yes or no? How many of you have fallen in love? Yeah, you had a crush. रात भर दिन भर चैन नहीं आ रहे उसके बारे में सोच रही है भगवान. Right? So, did you understand? If you are feeling sleepy, that means you don't have a purpose. If you are feeling tired, that means your passion is still not up to that level. You are, that hunger, anger, that desire is not that far. So find out the actual thing that makes you happy. Okay, I love that photo of Last Supper, where one bread was divided amongst 7 people. I think that was a good happiness to share. Yes or no? Yeah. No. Good. So I would like to tell you that today's topic is going to give you something which is very deep. And this is something that will keep you for the next, if you are actually understanding this topic today, it will keep you awake for the next 10, 15 hours, non-stop. Might be for somebody, today's topic can change everything for throughout your life. So the transcendence for today is this: the true I in me, what I am actually. When you learn to understand this, so in first, the first thing what people learn is who they are, where they are, who are the people connected, what is their purpose, what they have done so far, what kind of informations they can use, and what kind of informations are just false sense of achievement. What is actually right now the things that is required? What are the extra baggages you are carrying, which is of not required? What is the essential tools that you should grab right now? What are those non-essential things that you should eliminate right now? The things that for eliminating, you need a lot of power. Like today, what you are doing is you are understanding your true values. So when you do this exercise, this is just 5-10 minutes, or probably 10 minutes, 20 minutes we are talking about. But when you do this at a complete 1 week strength, and you learn about yourself, you will see many of the things that is attached to you is actually not the true powers of yours. Yes or no? Many things. People in first, I think, who have undergone all these things, you will understand koi degree, koi relationship, koi network, koi connections, exposures, experiences. This does not matter actually. जिसको हम लोग proud बोलते हैं, oh, I know this guy. When you come to my place, I will show you, I will be to this place. But is it really connected? I don't know. So today, it's a different kind of a task. Now I want you to do something which is your actual thing that you love to do, that you love to get happy. Okay, that can be anything. Might be watering plants, yeah, smoking a cigarette. Chalega. Please write it down. There's nothing bad or good about it. You feel enlightened into that part. You feel good about it. Yeah, I've seen many people. They love to just see themselves in the mirror. Ganto se baith ke kar sakte hain. Yes or no? Yeah, they love that. It's fine. If you feel comfortable about doing that, write it down, because that's your true happiness. Yeah. Some people love dogs and pets and many other things. Yes or no? They feel very comfortable when they get into that company of that animal. Yeah. Yeah. And they treat them as their best buddies and besties and kids and all these things. Yeah. That's fine. Some people go extra mile. They go for bungee jumping. They go for paradriving. We have people inside Fest who are expert in paragliding and many other things. How many of you know this? Yeah. And there is one more thing. The entire purpose of this, which I learned. I also feel happy when I close deals. You know why? Because I'm making a person who's deprived of a solution get more connected to the solution at that point of time. Did you get my point? I feel happy on that. So where this is not a selling, this is not closing, but this is something where a patient meets not only the doctor, but also the actual happiness of his life when he's getting treated in the nice way. So that's the kind of a good karma I'm looking at whenever there's a business happens. Every business is targeted towards somebody's problems and pains and to be resolved by some products and services. Hello? Right? So why not we do that? Good karma. So I leave it to you. I hope this session was powerful for you. This is a more of a deep introspections. I would recommend you guys to go through this entire recording once again. If you're watching this on YouTube, you are watching this on Facebook, wherever you are watching this, there is a lot of depth insights I have told you. Might be ek baar isko dobara suno. Are you guys okay with that? Okay, just listen it one more time and go through all the things. Listen to all the things from starting till now. And then there are certain points in your life where you have to let go certain things, जिसको आप false sense of desire, false sense of happiness बोल रहे हो, you have to let it go. And then you need this kind of words. Number 1, है तो है. Number 2, क्या ही और होगा. Number 3, देख लेंगे. Number 4, let that come. Number 5, चलो, I mean, let it come. चलो आने दो kind of, okay. 5, things will fall in place. Yeah. Then it will be like, just chill, just be calm. कोई नहीं, चल जाएगा. Hello. Now connect everything, and you will see that there is nothing great has happened with you or without you. It's going to be remaining as simple as that. People are going to be agitated in between with you. After some time, they will forget. They'll forget everything. Yes or no? So if you are living in this life, goddamn, do some stuff, scratch some walls, some mark there. कुछ तो mark. अच्छा नहीं तो बुरा करके जाओ, लेकिन करके जाओ ताकि लोग याद करके रखें. Yeah. So बुरा ही क्या कर सकते हैं? Create something today. Every day when you come in Dhammastery, I'm giving you a little bit of a skill. This is called transcendence. So what is a transcendence? It's called pran pratishtha. So every day I'm giving you that power. Okay, by not me, it is you doing it by yourselves when you are learning this, and you are instigating yourself. Whatever the topics we have discussed, it is not my topic. It is the person who is inside you, who has felt something, has lived that moment, has experienced that kind of a area or event, and now all the decisions that you have taken in the past is right now what you are living. So why not you take good decisions so that your tomorrow becomes much more better than today? Hello, that's the entire intention of this. So today, I would like to open up this session with around 3 or 4 people can share their thought points. Write down your names. Again, I'm telling you, this is for you. This kind of a platform when you are now getting all these things, you're coming on stage and talking. Many people will never come to this point. They will never get a chance also. वो अंदर में घुटते मर जाएगा. Yes or no? But they will never give. Now I'm giving you a chance. No one is going to blame you. No one is going to judge you. No one is going to complain and compare. So what excuses are you giving? If you give excuse today, there will be excuse throughout your life. There is some beautiful thing that I've learned from one of my mentors. He says, how you do anything is how you do everything. So write down your names and be on this point, because this is an opportunity. Other people will think opportunity as अच्छा है तो है, कोई और कर लेगा, क्या कर सकते हैं, ऐसे चल रहा था जिंदगी. Did you get my point? Am I connecting all the dots? There are some guys who are still now going to do that, including you guy who is on the YouTube, who has not subscribed, not liked, not shared. You're thinking क्या ही हो जाएगा, है ना? चल रहा है, चलने दो. That is the kind of a mentality you have. Then you need to come here more often, enlighten yourself. And if you're still watching and if you have not done that, so there are two kind of things. One guy who keeps on learning, data input, no output. Another guy, thoda sa bhi data input, immediately implement, and then you get an immediate output. This is a good way. It's called as consistent course correction in a positive way. It's called progressive, consistently, doing a course corrections. So what you want to do about it? Write down your comments. Write down what you have felt about it. When I say comment and feedback में थोड़ा सा negativity होता है. There's something about past and there's something about negative. I want you to write down your realizations. What you felt about this topic. Is it something good? This is a very deep topic. I can go probably for 2-3 months together on this topic, but it is not about my point. It is about you. Are you growing here? Are you able to take the betal inside your head so that you become the Vikram tomorrow? So with that, I rest my case and let's open up the meetings to those people. Type in your names, guys, and share your points. Go ahead.
Good morning, Dada. Good morning, everyone. Basically, there are two sides of it as I see it. One is the materialistic side of what we have, and another is the spiritual understanding within ourselves. Based on today's discussion from you, Dada, I think the realization that I got is the materialistic side of things, which actually the world, we feel the world desires, is what is this false sense of happiness that we have. And the actual happiness comes from the spiritual side of it within us, which we really want. So basically what the world likes to see versus what we really want to have, those are the two different things. And we always perceive things what the world wants to see as our shield and medals and so on, which never is a ultimate achievement at the end. I think Steve Jobs, during his deathbed, in his deathbed, also narrated something similar to this. Like he neglected his health, and he wanted to do a lot of things, but his false sense of achievement came out from his own words at that point in time. So it's just a wake-up call. Thank you so much, Dada, for making us realize this.
Yeah, guys, I want to share something very, very relevant and connected with this. So here it is. A family which celebrated exactly 35 marks for their son in final. Unless you understand what is true happiness, they cannot do this, right? For their own son. It's a one-time event. It happened already. That your percentage, you can't change it. But they made it a celebration and a place to remember. So you have a potential to convert something that is ordinary, something that is not remarkable for your customers, and turn it into something that is very pleasant, memorable. And you can do it only when you understand what is true happiness. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. It reminds me of my celebration when I actually passed. Good. Next person. Go ahead.
Hi everyone. It's like a mind changing event for me because generally the materialistic things people are show up kind of thing is happening. Everyone is like a rat race. Now I understand the true happiness and inside how to feel and enjoy the things for myself.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
this session is actually designed so that you come out of the rat race and you get into the cat race. Did you get my point? You come out of the rat race and get into the cat race. You chase the mice out. That's what. Good. Next person.
Yes, today's activity gave me a realization, and I hope family members also got that realization that we do things for others. We don't do things for us.
Yeah.
कोई मम्मी पापा ने बोल दिया तो वो कर लिया, डिग्री कर ली, देन अच्छी नौकरी चाहिए, क्यों सोशल स्टेटस and something like that. But the next part of the activity realize what we want actually, which give us real happiness, spending time with family and these kind of. It's a good realization, great realization. Thank you for today's activity.
Thank you so much, Pinaki. I would like to add one more point to Pinaki. Okay, there is a very old session in Dhammastery which is titled as Inside Out, and I want you to check whatever you are wearing right now. Okay, whatever you are wearing, you check the stitches are actually in the inside, and outside it is much more better. Okay, how many of you remember that session? Anyone remember that session? I don't know. Okay, it's very old. Yeah, Parthada will remember and Abhijit will remember. Okay, and I call it as Inside Out. What you are wearing, okay, you see, are you really comfortable with the stitches and all these things? Your skin, is it really happy? Actually, it is no. We are wearing what other people want us to wear and how other people wants us to see. They want to see the speak and span of the things. Just अपना coat उल्टा करके पहन के देखो एक बार, या shirt को उल्टा पकड़, it will be much more comfortable for you. My guarantee, yes or no? Because the stitches are not inside, it will be outside, and your body will feel comfortable. But nay, we have taken that pain just to make other people feel happy about us, just to be ourselves adapted to these people. एक दिन उल्टा कपड़ा पहन के जाओ, you will see people are smiling at you. But the truth is, you are happy, they are unhappy because you don't come into their status. Yes or no? How many of you guys getting an enlightenment today? Okay, thanks for bringing me out. Yeah, let's go to Shivram and we'll end the session. Go ahead.
Good morning, Dada. Good morning, family. Actually, earlier Dada said about the wearing shirt ulta. I am always doing for my inner waist. A lot of people bullying for me, but still I am doing this because I feel happy. The sticker mark is always irritating. Yeah. And today's session, actually, when I finished my 12th grade and joined the college, I feel completely bullshit of having this much years in school days. And I talked about my father. He scolded me for I'm paying this much fees to you for these years. You said like this. And these are one of the false happiness. That time, that only I realized when I reached the college. and status, everything I already realized something. And true happiness is like really for seeing mirror in mirror and thinking about my past experience, everything. But these are the things I really didn't have confidence to say about any other people's. But today's session about Dada's grooming, I have got that confidence. I'm doing things correct only, and these are my really confident booster for me.
Thank you. So this also gives you, one more idea before I go to the other person. Okay. So sometimes your true happiness is getting married, but after marriage, you understand the true happiness is with your friends. Cheers. Yes or no? How many of you guys can relate to this? All right. Thank you so much, Shivram, for bringing this out. So we have got two more people. Quickly, Gopal and Abhijit, go ahead and unmute and speak. Go ahead. Gopal, you there? 10 seconds to you. Okay. Abhijit, over.
Yeah, actually, I realized it's a lightning, enlightening moment, since we are living for others, not for ourselves. First of all, we don't need cars, we don't need anything. We need just, internal core says, be happy with your wife or children, whatever family or parents. And if you can help others. That's my actually true me. But because of this society, social status, all that, I was getting into EMIs and all those stuff. Now I realized it. It's a good uncovering session. Thank you, Dada.
And another thing, just to add, Gopal, is sometimes whatever the positions that you have or accomplishments or probably whatever achievements you have, you don't feel good about it, but you like somebody else's achievement. Right now, Gopal said, be happy with your own wife. Huh? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. So, just making it fun out of it. So yeah, people get into all these points. Okay, आपको घर की दाल मुर्गी बराबर कब लगती है? I don't know. So I think this is fun. Good.
Correct.
So do you love your own job? Do you love your own work? Do you love your own things? It's a different kind of a thing. I'm giving you a small point to enlighten yourself. Find out where is the focus going, because this is something which will drive you to your job and business and earning today. If you are not liking what you are doing right now, then probably very soon you will find yourself doing something that other people are liking.
Exactly.
You get your point? If you're not liking what you are doing today, then very shortly you will find that you are doing something which other people like.
Understood. Good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's move into last person, Abhijit sir. Go ahead, and then we can end this.
So this is yet another journey to move from the negatives to the positives and realizing the great things that we get from nature or from the God, we can say. And as you can see in my points, the first point is the best time, the most happiest time for me is when I share time with myself, because all the other day we will have to be materialistic and live in this world. But there should be some time where you find yourself to be with and be happy about. So today's session is something very tingling from the inside of the heart to realize that I'm good when I listen to experts like you thinking the same way and doing the same things. Like all the times you have shared, the driving is something like that gives me lots of energy. I can drive for hours together and ride for hours together. So that is exactly where I meditate, as you said. So things are there, like we need to be happy first and then recover from the bad to the best.
Awesome, nice. So give a round of applause for everyone who has spoken here. I would like to also invite Parthoda here. Okay, Parthoda hails from Kolkata. And I remember the first time I met him, I didn't have a place, to make him sit also. And in a very, difficult situation. Parthoda, can you unmute yourself? And I didn't have, a place where I can offer him a good food also. But it was, I think, why don't you share, Parthoda, that happiness that we had? Yeah. Tell the situation and then tell them, what happened.
I felt that you are in your home at that time. I never felt uneasy because you are Dada. And wherever
talking about, we never had that, that coffee day or probably this kind of an ambience there.
Exactly.
It was a very clumsy place. We hardly had a table also. Okay, there or a chair also. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, but what we are, I am doing now that everywhere where we go, I make myself feel happy because that is not under my control. Because
Exactly.
I have to feel happy wherever I go, and I have to feel others also happy, not to make others feel embarrassment that I am feeling unhappy or something like that.
That's a very nice quality. Very nice. So guys, when you're doing your business deals, I think this is one of the good qualities that I would like to impart with you. Please learn it from Parthoda. It is a very nice thing. Is make other people comfortable with that. So it is okay. You don't have a good place. When I met Parthoda for the first time, it was a very sad scenario because my uncle expired at that point of time, and he was there. My mother had a paper plate in which she served the food, and I remember we both had the food on the same table, and that happiness is a different happiness. Oh, luxury 5-star maybe nahi de payega. How many of you agree to this? So when two brothers has been served by the mother, okay. So I think that's a great learning that I learned, that the true happiness is not in the luxuries.
And दादा ने हमको खाना खिला के ही छोड़ा.
वो तो मेरा बनता है. So you come to me. My house is always open to you. Thank you so much, guys. So thank you so much, Parthoda, and everyone here. I would like you guys to start today with doing one thing: is check it out 2 ways. What other people actually want, because this is a very, very, a very important point in your business. Because if you're trying to push things that you like, people will dislike you. Hello? If you are trying to push things that you like, they will dislike you. But when you are giving them what they actually want, then it will be turning into a very beautiful business, a relationship. And always remember the R in between contact and contract. It starts with you. It starts with a sacrifice. It starts with giving value, adding value. What extra value can you add to your business, your family, your community, is something that you need to make a list out of it. The actual sense of happiness. Find it out, and then I think proceed forward. So guys, if you are coming here for the first time or you're watching me for the first time, definitely subscribe to Karilo, because there are a lot of things that you are going to learn. At least एक किताब एक दिन में खत्म करने का मैं कोशिश करता हूँ मैं. Number 2 is send an UCLA video in a Facebook Dhammastery group, okay, where you put a video, just like taking a video, talk about your realizations. Might be you have not got spoken out there. And people who are watching this on YouTube, you can also share me a link, or probably you can connect with me, write down your comments, so that pata to chale ki aap dekh bhi rahe ho and you are growing. Give me a thumbs up, and kabhi agar raste mein mil jao to ek baar ek hi to bol dena. So with that, let me start this beautiful day with you guys. Kickstart and become the rock star by evening when you share me a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Thumbs up and thumbs down is very powerful because this shows me that you are moving forward. You have a target, you have a goal, you have a goddamn purpose, and you are moving towards that. 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, this thumbs up mere paas aa jana chahiye. Agar nahi aaya, to at least ye aana chahiye. When you do this, this is much more powerful. Why? Because when you thumbs down, you accept that there is an effort done by you. Number 2, you could not finish it. Number 3, you know why it is not done. Number 4, you realize that you need to repair it or rework on it so that it can be finished and turned back into a thumbs up. Good. I don't want to know what task it is. I don't want to know how when you have done this. I do not know how hard it is. But your job is to change that thumbs down to thumbs up. So it's okay. If it is 3 plus 7 is 6 today, chalega. Let's make it much more powerful today. With that, I'll end today's session. I hope this was powerful. So once people are joining in, they'll be given these accesses. And if you have not got the accesses, please ask your accountability team managers. They'll give you the access to Facebook group of Dhammastery. Dhammastery jo abhi ho raha hai na, these are all recorded in the Facebook group. Right now we have got more than 1,000 days, 1,800 days ke aaspaas ho chuka hai usme. Only thing is you need to scroll down. Aap kitna scroll kar sakte ho? 2-3 kilometer ho gaya hoga. So please go back. No, the thumbs up and all these things can be given on a WhatsApp group, or you can also give me, YouTube guys, you can give me a thumbs up with the like button. Yeah, go ahead. So with that, let me pause here. I'll see you tomorrow with some new topic, absolutely different. And let's help you to transcendence